Hi, and welcome to this LinkedIn tips video. Today, we're going to learn about how to know if your audience is active on LinkedIn. I'm going to show you a quick way of being able to check this out so you can be really clear straight away about whether your audience is active and not waste time trying to target an audience that isn't active on LinkedIn. Okay, so let's dive in and actually just go to LinkedIn and just let's have a look at how you do this. So you're going to need to have Sales Navigator for this. So sorry, guys, if you're on the free version of LinkedIn, you're not going to be able to do this. You will need Sales Navigator for it. So I'm just going to click on Sales Navigator and open up Sales Navigator. All right, so once you've done that, you want to go to the all filters and you want to actually put in your search. So I'm going to do a search and I'm going to show you an audience that I know is active. So I want to show you that so that you can actually see the process. So I'm going to put in New York, United States as the geography. I'm going to put in terms of connections, second and third degree connections. And I'm going to put in, say, leadership coaches. This is an audience that I reach out to a lot on LinkedIn. I reach out to lots of different types of coaches, but this is one of the audiences I would reach out to a lot on LinkedIn. And here we've got 744 results in New York, second and third degree connections, leadership coach. So I'm going to click search. We'll get the results coming up. And this is how to tell how active they are. Okay, so you see in this box, we have the total results, 744. And then we scroll across and we want to look at the number of people who've posted on LinkedIn in the past 30 days. And here we have 245. So what you're looking for here is to see that this number of people that have posted on LinkedIn in the last 30 days is around maybe 15, 20% of the total results. So that looks to me like it is, but I'm just going to grab my calculator and just check it out. Okay, so that is actually 33%. So that is a really good result. We know that leadership coaches in New York are active on LinkedIn, and you can go wider than that if you want to. You want to just check out like across, say, the United States. We could have put the whole United States in. We'll get 12,000 results coming up here, and we have 3.5 thousand plus. And again, we can see if we just do the calculation. So 3,500 divided by the 12,000 times 100. So yeah, it's about 29%. So again, we can say, yeah, we have a really good result there. This is an active audience that we can easily target on LinkedIn. Fantastic. So this is what you want. So let's have a look now at an audience where I typically know that the activity is lower on LinkedIn. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to just clear all these filters, and we're going to start again. Let's just clear these filters. And the thing was that I was doing this process with the client just the other day, and we were checking out different niches for her, and I was actually surprised by one of the audiences. I was surprised to see that it wasn't really very active, and I would have thought it would have been. So this is why it's handy to do this, because level activity can actually even vary by geography, even by state or county. So state in the US or county. So the level of activity of a particular audience, it can vary. Now, it doesn't always mean if you get an audience that is coming in lower than the 20%, it doesn't mean that it's impossible to target them through LinkedIn. It doesn't mean that it's not worth just maybe doing a short test. And by a short test, I mean send 150 connection requests and just check it out and see what the response is. And if the response rate is less than industry standard, i.e. you get less than 20% accepting a connection request and you get less than one appointment for 100 connection requests sent out, then you go, okay, well, maybe this isn't going to work. But I have had some clients who have gone ahead with audiences that have had not such a great result here, and they have still worked. albeit maybe slightly slower to get going than some of the other audiences. So it's not a complete like hard and fast, this means never try that audience through LinkedIn. It's just that you need to be aware that, it might be a lot slower for them to respond, and, it may not be as effective as perhaps another audience that you could pick. So, that's what you're thinking about. So let's have a look at geography location. I'm going to go back to New York again, just for fun. Let's go back to New York. And we're going to go with the second and third degree connections. And what this means is that these people who are second degree connections are connected to my first degree connections, and the third degree plus means that they're connected to either my second degree connections or further away than that. And so again, we've got a huge number of results there. So we're going to put in a job title. So for instance, I'm going to put nurse in. Okay. And I'm going to pick nurse, registered nurse, licensed practical nurse, nurse practitioner. So we've got a good range of nurses coming up. Now we have a huge number of results here. So this is a massive audience. You would never pull up that many. You would probably you just really want to keep your search results to 1,000 or less, really, ideally. But just for the purpose of this, we can do it. I'm going to click search. And let's scroll up to the top. And okay, so look at this result. You can already tell that we are nowhere near the 20%. Okay, so let's plug it into the calculator. And let's see what percentage we have. So we have 1%, 1.16% of the nurses on LinkedIn in New York have been active in the last 30 days. So if you are targeting this audience, don't be surprised if it takes, if you're not really getting a great response. You're not really getting many people accept your connection requests. You're not going to be getting the appointments because it's just not enough activity. They're just, nurses are just not active enough on LinkedIn. So when I have clients who come to me wanting to target nurses through LinkedIn, I will typically say, look, we know that they're not as active. So I don't want you to be disappointed by trying to go ahead and target this audience and finding that actually they're just not active on LinkedIn. And so you're wasting your time and energy. Let's have a look at maybe if there's a different audience that you can target where, you can still do your work and you can be really effective with your business and what you offer. But let's see if there's an audience we can target that is actually going to be active on LinkedIn, and therefore you're going to get those results that you're looking for. Because this doesn't necessarily mean that you can't use LinkedIn for your business. It just means that we have to change the strategy and we have to look at another audience that is more active. Or maybe we think of referral sources, and there's a particular referral source that you can contact through LinkedIn that will then refer the nurses to you. Okay, so it's not something to put you off using LinkedIn as a platform. It's more just that you need to know what the strategy needs to be in order for it to be successful. So I hope you have enjoyed this LinkedIn tips video. Please do comment and let me know if you like the video and if it's been helpful. And good luck. And of course, if you have questions about this, feel free to post your questions as well. I'm more than happy to give you a bit of help with making sure you're getting the right audience on LinkedIn. All right, bye for now, guys.